Have you ever gotten frustrated trying to find a quote in a paper that you just read? Or have you ever wished that you could remember the main ideas of a paper that you read maybe a few semesters back, or for a specific class or program milestone that you were working on? In this video, I'll show you how to use highlights, notes, and comments, and how to add them to your references in Mendeley so that you can keep those things fresh in your mind, even if it's been a while since you opened a paper. Let's get started. From the library view in my Mendeley library, I'm going to double click on an article that I want to open up. We're going to look at 3 different ways to add notes. The first is with highlighting text. So up in the top right, you'll see the pencil. I'm going to click the drop down and click on Highlight Text. Notice that I can choose a color. This can be helpful if you want to use a color scheme, like yellow is important ideas, red is ideas that you want to look up, or citations that you want to download later. So once I've selected a color, I just click and highlight the text that I want to be highlighted in that color. To switch colors, just click the drop down, and you'll notice that the highlighting immediately changes color. We can also use the highlight tool to highlight areas or shapes of text, or shapes of the document. So let me click on Highlight Rectangle, and this is going to allow me to highlight things like figures, charts, tables, etc. that are not really easily highlighted. Here's a figure that I have highlighted as well. We can also add sticky notes. Here's a couple that I added before. If I click on the little comment bubble, it looks like a little comment here, I can click anywhere in the document and just start typing, adding a note. You'll notice that the icon of the note comes up as the color that we've got selected in the dropdown at any given time. To change colors, just click on a new color and click somewhere new. So here I've got some highlights, I've got some notes. If we click on the info button here, I had it open before, but if we click on that info button, all of the notes that you've made are showing up here in the side pane under Annotations. I can skip straight to them by clicking on them. It'll hop me straight to where that sticky note is left. But what if I want to add notes to the document as a whole? In the Annotations tab in the info pane, you're going to type into this General Notes square. This is a place where you might add a summary of the article's main ideas, maybe its strengths, or even its flaws. I like to leave myself a reminder of when, or maybe even why, I read a paper, like a class that I read the paper for, or a milestone like preparing for my qualifying exams. Or maybe it was a paper that I found when I was preparing a particular research paper or poster. This can be helpful because sometimes it's easier to remember what was going on in your life than it is the author's names. So try out using annotations, highlights, sticky notes like this to help you collect your ideas and store them for later in a way that's really closely attached to the reference itself.